I wanted to share something that I found in my notes from a few months ago. And I was studying Peter in the story of how he walked on water, how he got out of the boat, he walked towards Jesus, and then he ended up losing his focus, falling in, all that good stuff, right? So I was studying him, but not because he was walking on water. I wanted to study him because I was also at the same time studying process and, trying to understand the process and why God will take us through processes just to teach us or to test us to see where we are, right? So this is what I wrote. Trusting the process can sometimes look like walking on water. You've made it out the boat. Congratulations. But wait, don't lose your focus and fall in. Sometimes we mistake Peter's ability to walk on water as the process, but really it was Peter's faith and trust in God that was being stretched and tested. Just because we trust God enough to get us out of the boat doesn't mean that we trust him enough to carry us across the water. Peter got distracted and lost focus and fell into the water. But even in the midst of him falling in and losing his focus, God still saved him. So moral of the story is, not only do you have to trust the process, but you have to trust in the one who created the process. Sometimes the process looks ugly. Sometimes the process is hard. Sometimes the process makes you tired, but the process is necessary to push you into your purpose. The process is necessary. The process is necessary to get you where you need to go. Every process that you go through, because we're constantly changing, we're constantly evolving, we're constantly growing. Every process is literally set up for your good. In Romans 8:28, it says, all things work together for the good to them who love God and are called according to his purpose. That's the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's all working together for your good. We have to trust in the process, and we have to stay focused and disciplined on the things that we are called to do. Fasting, praying constantly. Like, we have to constantly repent. These are the things that will keep us focused. The enemy literally just wants to distract us from what God has called us to do. And the enemy knows that he can't kill you. But if I can distract them with something that they like, if I can distract them with something that their flesh desires, then I can get them off their course. Y'all, trust the process. It's literally meant to help you and push you. One thing that I know is that the enemy is not playing with us. Like, we need to get back on our post. We need to get back in our word. We need to get back to praying, fasting, consecrating, intercession. We need to get back to all of the basics, because we somewhere along the line have slipped. We somewhere along the line have gotten distracted. And I'm including myself in that too. We somewhere along the line have allowed the enemy to slip through the cracks. But it's time, intercessor, to wake back up. It's time, prayer warrior, to wake back up. It's time, consecrator, to wake back up. It's time, preacher, to wake back up. Time out for games, y'all. It's time to get back on our post, because the enemy is literally, he's literally playing in our faces. And I'm tired of being played with. Okay, period. God gave us power and authority. We need to start walking in it and using it. Time out for games, y'all. It's time to get back on our post. It's time to wake up. It's literally time. You know what else is funny that I've noticed? The enemy, and I said this to one of my associates yesterday. The enemy literally is using the same tactic. All he's doing is putting a new face to it. Literally. I believe Prophet Jonathan McReynolds said cycles. The enemy is literally taking us through the same cycle, just putting a new face on it. So for females who got issues with dating the same men, he's literally taking you through the same process, just putting a new face to it. For the men who are dating the same type of females that are no good, literally taking you through the same process and just putting a new face on it. And the issue is, we have taken God out of the equation, and we think that we can do it on our own. No. Nothing's going to work until you put God back in the midst of it. Nothing's going to work until you put God back in the midst of it. And I can't fathom that enough. We need to get ourselves together. It's time to wake up and get back on our post. In the song, it literally says, see the devil, he learns from your mistakes, even if you don't. What that tell y'all? What that tell you? If you're still going through the same cycle, and if you're still going through the same thing in 2021 that you did in 2020, he's taking you through the same cycle. And no, I'm not blaming everything on the enemy, because sometimes it's us. But at the end of the day, like, what y'all doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? It's time to get ourselves together. Literally. Literally. Like, I can't say nothing else. Just literally. Literally. Get ourselves together. And my best friend told me the other day, and it's crazy. Yes, I'm going to share this with y'all because, like, yeah, I'm on this, like, path of healing and stuff. My best friend told me the other day, she said, I've heard this many a times. We've had this conversation many a times. But when are we going to stop talking about it? And when are we going to start finding a solution to the problem that we're having? And I paused because I'm like, we have had multiple conversations. You're absolutely right. It's been like a year and I'm still in the same spot. That's not okay. We're literally still in the same spot that we were years ago, 2-3 years ago. Like, and it kind of like was like a light bulb moment for me because I'm like, Tiara, you really need to get yourself together because I keep reverting back to the same thing. Learn from Peter, y'all. Don't have faith enough to get out of the boat and then lose your focus once you're out there on the water. God is literally calling us to be water walkers in this season, and we have to get ourselves together because Jesus is coming back. Yeshua HaMashiach is coming back. We have to get ourselves together. Like, time out for games. Get disciplined, get focused, and do not allow the enemy to distract you from the very thing that you were called to do. But yeah, I'm out of here, y'all. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. If this video blessed you, send to a friend. Like this video, comment if you have any comments, and do not forget to inhale and exhale with your girl T. Till next time. Peace.